Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my first fall get ready with me. This is the look that I did for my first fall video, which I'm super excited about because fall is my absolute favorite time of the year. Love it. So this is the look that I came up with, and I really love the way that it turned out. I'm just so excited that I could start doing warm tones now and getting into the browns and the coppers and the oranges. So exciting. It's just my absolute favorite. My whole entire house smells like fall already. I couldn't wait. But if you guys want to see this makeup look that I'm wearing right now, then just continue watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's a button down below. It's a red button, and it won't be red if you're already subscribed, but if you're not subscribed already, then it'll be a red button that says subscribe, and it's absolutely free. Basically, it just lets you know when I upload videos next, so you can always be updated in Brittany's life and the videos that I upload. So definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you guys so much, and let's get on with the tutorial. I swear you guys, I have not worn makeup in probably 2 weeks. Actually, I lied. I wore makeup last week, so it's literally been 7 days since I wore makeup, which is kind of a long time. I don't wear makeup to work at all. I love to just let my skin breathe, but then like you tend to really miss wearing makeup. I don't know. It's not because I'm like oh my god, I need to wear it, but you just miss doing it. But then if you wear it every day, you're like, this freaking sucks. I don't want to do my makeup every day. So it's just like a love-hate thing. With me anyways. So on camera right now, this does look a little more yellow, but I promise you it's just the lighting, because it does not look like this. It actually matches me pretty well. So the cashmere though, like the cashmere color from Becca, is a little more on the yellow side, because I've used it before and you guys have pointed out like, oh my god, like it's super yellow, like you need to mix it with something. But it actually matches pretty well right now. It just really looks yellow, and I don't know why. But I would recommend, if you have like yellow tone, get the cashmere. I do like this foundation a lot because it is pretty full coverage and it doesn't feel like too cakey. The only thing I'd have to say about it is it's like super weird smelly. But I mean, it's not like you smell that during the day. So we have that on right now. And then for concealer, I'm going to be using, let's see, where is my, you know what, we're going to use the Kat Von D concealer because this was in my favorites video. I get it in L5 neutral. Love this concealer. I don't know why it's not in my concealer drawer. That's why I almost didn't use it, but whatever. Guess I like it so much I just leave it out. So gonna put this underneath my dark circles of eyes right now. Do a little triangle. Last night was date night for me and PJ, so we kind of stayed up late because we went to the movies and stuff, and we wake up really early in the morning. So yeah, he has to be at work like at 6 in the morning, so that means we have to wake up at 5. I have to be to work at 7, but I usually just get up when he gets up, so been up pretty early. I don't work until 11:30 today because I got all my stuff done. I was able to go in a little late today, so that means filming videos for you guys. Okay, now we have to blend out this amazing concealer that's so creamy, so gorge. Just love it so much. So we're going to use a different beauty blender. I don't use the same beauty blender to blend out my concealer. I use something different just because I don't like mixing. I don't know if I'm the only one that does that, but I'm not a fan of like mixing colors, and I feel like if I'm going to use this one, my foundation color is going to mix in with my concealer color, and I don't even want to risk doing that. So I'm just like, let's pass on that. But I'm going to bake my nose while I am blending out my under eyes. So just put some of that in the lid, and then taking a different beauty blender. No, I did not buy like a million beauty blenders for every different thing. I used to use these as my foundation ones, and then I made them into certain, they have certain little jobs now. So I like washed them obviously and everything. So baking this and then blending out the under eye. Oh my gosh, this blends so beautifully. Like, straight in with the translucent powder. Bake underneath here. And I just love baking. It's so fun. It's a little messy of a job, but if you crease like I do, then you're gonna need to bake, because that's the way to not crease. It's just what I've found. And then blending out my right eye. And then I do let this sit. I know, like, you don't have to do this, but I usually do let this sit for like 5 minutes, and I'll put away like all my beauty blenders and everything like that, because the longer that you like let it sit, then the more your eyes are going to bake and like not crease, and it's just going to look a lot more flawless. So I leave it on like as long as I can. If I'm in a rush, obviously I don't bake, or I don't leave it on as long. Clean brushes, because heck yes, I love doing that. Like, I love washing my brushes and then not doing my makeup for a week and then coming back and they're just like super clean, super amazing. So sweeping that off, and I think I always call this an IT Cosmetics brush, but it's not. God, I cannot say it. But it is not an IT Cosmetics brush. It is Real Techniques. I don't know why I get those mixed up. So using my Real Techniques brush, I'm just sweeping off the excess powder. Yay for baking. We love it. It just looks so flawless after you bake your face. Like, oh, I love it. Sometimes I look at that. Do you see any dark circles right now? No, you don't. Because the power of concealer and baking will give you life. Now, to set everything, you guys are going to probably be like, Brittany, why aren't you using your contour? But you know what? Today we're not going to do a cream contour. We are going to go straight into the powder, and I'm using my BH Cosmetics powder brush and my Neutrogena Healthy Skin powder in light to medium. And I'm just pressing this all into my face. So yeah, no cream contour today. We're not going to do that. We're going to like be a little different and just do regular contour, because I don't, you know, I'm showing you guys that I don't do that every day. To bronzer, and I'm going to use my favorite bronzer that has been my favorite for like a couple months now. This is the L'Oreal Glam Bronze. And this is like amazing. Like, if you guys haven't checked this out, you just need to go like right now, because it is such an amazing bronzer for drugstore. Like, shocks me every time I use it. And it looks like it has some sparkles in it, but I really don't think it has a lot of sparkle. Like, you can't really see the sparkle at all. I'm going to use this Eternal Sun blush by MAC. I think it's just going to give us a really nice kind of fall tone. So taking my MAC 183 blush brush. It's like, I've had this brush for so long it's rubbed off on the side. And then just putting this on my cheeks. This blush is very pigmented, so I almost forgot how pigmented it was. So just be careful when using this blush. highlighter, which is my ultimate favorite part of doing my makeup. This is actually a new highlighter that I got by Revolution. I think it's a new brand that Sephora just started carrying. This is the Vivid Baked highlighter, and I've never used it, so this is my first time using it on camera and just in general. So let's see how it looks. I like it, I like it. I think I need to build it because you guys know me, I'm highlight queen. So I like a lot. And it definitely is more on the like pearl side, so it's super kind of like an off-white. They had 2 other shades, but I didn't want to get all 3 in case I didn't end up liking any of them, so I just decided to get this one because I figured this would be the most pigmented one that they had out of the shades. But I do like it. I think I want to mix it though with one of my like favorite ones, just because I'm not a huge fan of just like the pearl. I like to have a little more highlight, and this is like my go-to. It's from Laura Mercier and it's Indiscretion. It's my all-time favorite. So I'll leave that excess on the brush from that, and then I will just take this and go over it, and it kind of just adds a little bit of a gold tone to the highlighter. And then I'll also put this on the bridge of my nose, the end of my nose right here, because I love that being highlighted. And then I also put a little like around my forehead and then my Cupid's bow. You just can't ever have enough highlight, ever. If somebody tells you you have too much highlighter on, just be like, bye, we can't be friends. Okay, eyebrow time. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera because I have an eyebrow video that's up, and I will leave that linked down below in the description bar. Nothing has really changed from my eyebrow routine at all, so I'm going to be right back after I do my brows. So now that my brows are done, I will leave all of the stuff that I used down below in the description bar, but I am going to be taking my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist, and I'm just going to be putting this all over my face. This is a makeup setting spray, but it's awesome because you can also use it when your skin is just bare to kind of give your face and skin a refreshing look. So before I do my eyes or anything, I love to just spray this to set in my foundation and all of my face makeup. What better eyeshadow palette to use than my Morphe 350 palette that was super major for like the longest time because of all of the fall kind of eyeshadows that they have. They're all gorgeous. So I'm going to be using that palette for the majority of the looks, but this is a super inexpensive palette, so I highly recommend going to pick it up if you like these shades. But moving on to the eyes, we do need to prime them first, and I'm going to be using one of my my MAC Painterly paint pots. I'm gonna actually use MAC Soft Ochre and put that all over my lid. I like this because since I am wearing a more yellow toned foundation, this looks really good on the eyes because it's a very yellow tone primer. So I just like to pat that all on my lid. We don't want our eyeshadow going anywhere. Our eyeshadow looks very sleek and not messy. I'm going to be taking some tape, and I love to I make sure to stick it on the back of my hand first and then tear it off so it's not as sticky on my eyes, because if it's too sticky then it can rip off your foundation and make it look super crazy streaky, and it looks like a big old line of foundation is missing from your eyes. So I like to just make sure I stick it on the back of my hand first and then stick it on my eye. You just don't want it too sticky on your face. And then putting that, I really did not measure these the same. It looks funny. This one's really long, but it doesn't really matter. All over my lid. That's just to set the soft ochre, taking one of these brushes. And I'm going to be using a super pale kind of skin tone shade. So this one right here, even this one you could use, just a pale skin tone shade, and putting that all over the lid to set what we have. So taking that and then putting that right into the crease. The lid shade, I'm going to be using this kind of rose gold foiled shadow to blend in with the crease. So this brush is not working like I would really want it to, so I'm going to spray some MAC Fix Plus on it. I don't know if it's closed, it might be locked. Put that into the shadow and then press it on. It just really makes it a lot more pigmented, and that's what I want for this look. In with that Morphe M433 brush, I'm going to be putting in the next shade. It's a little darker than the one we used before, and it kind of has a mauve tint to it. So we're just going to be using that and putting that in our upper crease. All these colors in this palette, that's what I really love. And they just go really well together. You can literally mix like the most opposite colors and it's just gonna go with it, because everything in this palette goes together. And that's just the best part. It's like, I don't even know if you can mess up. So it's a good, I think it's a good beginner's palette as well. Then for the brow bone shade, if I could find my favorite little brush I like to use for my brow bone. Love using this. It's a super dense flat top brush, but it's not super big. I'm going to be using a champagne and gold shade and kind of mixing those two together, and then putting that right underneath the brow. And it just makes the colors look very vibrant. Okay, so that is going to, I think, complete the eye look. And then I'm just going to take off the tape. And as you can see, a little bit of fallout is on this side. You can see a little fallout, but this is the eye look. And then I'm going to sweep away, taking my Real Techniques brush that we used to sweep away our baking. I like using this to sweep away any kind of excess shadow that may have fell out. Then in the inner corner, I always like to put a little bit of shimmer because just can't get enough. I'm going to be taking this like a copper tone. We move into mascara. And today I'm going to be using a new mascara that I have not used before. My little cousin has the most gorgeous eyelashes. I love it. Let me just unzoom you a little bit. They're so beautiful, they're so long, and she says she uses Benefit's roller lash. So I picked up my own Benefit roller lash. I'm going to try it out today. And my mascara, I love it. So, hi honey.
Hi, I love you. Guess where we're at?
Where?
We wanted In-N-Out burger, so we're gonna eat In-N-Out right now.
You're getting in and out at 10:15 in the morning?
We were guest number 2.
Wow, are you getting a burger?
Yeah.
Oh my. Well good, I'm glad you're getting your In-N-Out finally, since we never go. Let's see, I'm gonna use the MAC Soar lip liner because it has been a while. It has been a while since I used MAC Soar. I'm just gonna wipe around my coffee lips and start applying. So the lipstick that I decided to go for is this MAC lipstick in Syrup, I think it's called. And it is a luster lipstick. So I'm hoping that this goes good with this. Hopefully it blends the way I'm hoping for. Oh, it's a very sheeny, moisturizing lipstick. And it blended super perfect.